I'm Indy
And I'm Flo.
And this is a Great War on the Road recap special, right?
Yes.
Okay.
So what did we do? Where are we?
Oh.
What year is it?
Okay. It's 1918 because I always say that because it's 100 years past. You can add 100 years if you choose, or you can assume that people wore fly t-shirts like this in 1918. They probably did in some parts of the world.
Yeah.
Okay. Nevertheless, we are in Istanbul in Turkey, and we've been in Turkey since Thursday. We flew down here after doing some shooting in Berlin because we've been filming in Istanbul and at a bunch of locations at Gallipoli. We've done 4 special episodes so far about different stuff, not related to the actual battles at Gallipoli, since we covered that in the regular episodes, but some special junk that we've been doing. And we're going to do a podcast special just after we do this with a woman who does like gastronomy and history in the First World War and Gallipoli and the food and stuff. And that was
gastronomy or astronomy?
Gastronomy.
Very good.
I can't take you anywhere, Flo. Nevertheless, we came down here on Thursday and we landed in the afternoon, and Flo said we got a glimpse of the Istanbul traffic, and that's a bit of a lie because the glimpse would be a brief view of the traffic, and it was a lot longer than a brief view. But we finally got to our hotel, which is a really nice hotel, by the way. And we were picked up at the airport by our local historian, John. Insert pictures of John. Okay, and now come back to us, right? And then we had the fan meeting in the evening. Now,
right here,
in this room,
also in the hotel. And thanks to the hotel for letting us do this here.
And I'd like to say, and thanks to Ali Serim, who's the sponsor, who actually financed this from the goodness of his own heart, because he likes the channel and likes what we do, so we could come down here and do these specials. So we met him, and we had, how many was it, 17?
17, 20.
Great War fans from different parts of Turkey who came here. That was really fun. Those are always great.
Yeah.
And just like usual, everyone was actually really cool. There wasn't like one person that was kind of a jerk. You keep expecting that to happen at some point, but it hasn't happened yet.
No. So far, 100% non-jerk quota for our fan meetings.
Total nerd quota though, which I like, because we're all nerds.
Cool,
I mean, Marcus, you're a nerd, right?
Yes.
See, there you go. Tony, you're a nerd?
Yeah.
Okay, Tony doesn't like to admit it. Gotta run the camera. Not even gonna ask you, Jules. I know you're busy. And then on Friday, we took the long ride to Gallipoli.
More Istanbul traffic.
But then it was, and I mean, it's beautiful, the route out to Gallipoli. And let's be clear, I mean, the whole Gallipoli area, the whole Dardanelles area is fantastically beautiful, as you'll see when you see the specials. So let's see, what did we do when we got to the hotel? We ate. What did we eat on Friday? We ate really good food on Thursday.
We went to this local barbecue place.
Oh yeah, oh man, that was good. That was good. And we had good kofta and those lamb chops. That was delicious.
Best sucuk I ever had.
Oh, and man, and I love sucuk to begin with. I could eat sucuk 3 meals a day, every single day, and you can get sucuk anywhere here. And it's better than the sucuk that we get at like the Turkish or Lebanese restaurants in Stockholm. Oh, that's good. Wait, insert picture of really good sucuk. And back to us now. So we had that, and then we just hung out in the evening. We got up early on Saturday, and we went to, first we went to Kilid Bar, the fortress and the gun batteries there, to talk about the attempts to break the Dardanelles in a maritime special. Then we went to the Cape Helles locations.
So the southern tip of Gallipoli Peninsula.
Yeah, the southern locations, Ashibaba and Cape Helles. And we did a bunch of filming and talking there. And then when we went back to the hotel, we had another fan meeting, the Gallipoli fan meeting. And there were only like 4 people. One guy came all the way from Beirut, actually, for that.
Pretty cool. Hi, Rabi.
That was very nice. Hi, Rabi. We went to this restaurant that did a bunch of different mezza and stuff, and we hung out. And we had... He might not be the youngest, but he might be tied for the youngest fan that's come to one of our fan meetings. 14-year-old kid with the most amazing set of questions. He had written them down. If everybody that came to the fan meetings did that, these fan meetings would be like 24 hours long each. Yep. And I would have quit. So, but the kid was really cool. His mom was really cool. And yeah, the food was great. And we just, basically, when it's just that tight group, we just talked about the war, right? And so then we got up yesterday, and then we went to do the northern locations of the Gallipoli battles. We were at Anzac Cove, Chunuk Bair, and Lone Pine.
Lone Pine, yeah.
Really impressive, especially like Chunuk Bair. I mean, and finally looking down at Suvla Bay and Anzac Cove and thinking, man, You could see every single thing. You could see the Allied guys pick their noses from here, nighttime, daytime, anytime, for the entire 9 months of the campaign. You really get a real sense of, the hardships faced by not only the Allies, because at Chunuk Bair, you're under enemy fire from the Navy the whole time. Anyhow, you can see that in the episodes.
They're going to be great.
And then yesterday night, we went to, with John, we went to a pub to check out the Beşiktaş Galatasaray game, which Galatasaray won. John is a big Beşiktaş fan, so terrible. I lost some money betting on that game, but I made it up betting on the corners of the Dortmund game, thanks to Tony. All right, well done. So I ended up breaking even-ish on the evening. I like sports betting, in case you wanted to know a little bit more about me. And then we got up this morning and had another great breakfast. That hotel was pretty good, the hotel in Gallipoli.
Milestone 1915.
Yeah, it was okay.
Fitting name, great view, pretty quiet.
With the great view, it backs right onto the water there, and that's where we filmed an episode about a couple of very famous and very influential ships that were important to the First World War, which I'm not going to talk about now, but that was great that we could film behind the hotel. And so we drove here and had another awesome Turkish lunch. We had kofta. Let's see, John had the he had the intestines, and the driver had the sheep's head, which looked exactly the same as the kofta. I have tried things like brains and intestines and stuff, although given the choice between kofta and them, I'd rather, go for the meatballs just because.
It's the easy choice.
Well, I don't want to order two things. What if, I mean, I like sweetbreads and stuff. I'm happy to eat, those bits. And then we got back here to the hotel, and then we had 45 minutes free.
Wow.
And now we're shooting this.
Wow.
And then we have to shoot a little advance notice of our trip to Amiens, right? And then
not to Amiens.
What?
Not to Amiens, to Britain.
To Britain. Oh yeah, of course. Why did I say? Oh, because it's for the Amiens. Sorry. Ugh. I had 40 minutes free. I forgot everything. Stupid wine. And then we're gonna do the podcast thing, and then we're gonna go to a dinner at another Turkish place. I'm gonna get up tomorrow, and we're going to fly back to Berlin. Did I miss anything?
No, that was it.
We met some really cool people. We shot at least 4 specials of really interesting stuff. And we always have good food. We've been really lucky with the food.
Everywhere.
Not just the lack of jerks at the fan meetings. We've been good with the food. You know?
Turkish food, amazing.
Yeah, it was great.
Absolutely fantastic.
Yeah, it's been really good.
So let's thank a few people again.
Okay, we have to thank, once again, we'd like to thank Ali Serim for being our sponsor for this. We want to thank John, who just wants to be called John. Although you can probably print his last name there, since he doesn't like us pronouncing it.
He had the idea to do this in the first place.
He did the organization.
He did the organization. He showed us around.
Translator, guide, but he's actually a really good historian. He's 34, but he's been going to Gallipoli since 1997, and he's quite cosmopolitan. It's not like, one of the one-sided tour guides and stuff. He really tries to present his history in as objectively as possible, which is what we sort of try to do with the war. So
which is
really
the best
nice.
kind of history.
Yeah, I think so. Which is why it's really nice to work with him. He's a really good guy.
We want to say
his father, we got to thank his father.
Yes.
Okay.
His mother as well.
Yep, thank his mother.
And we want to thank Sukur, our bus driver.
Oh yeah, he was cool. Yeah.
Yeah, he was cool. He also lives down there, and let's just say, as a European, driving around on yourself here in Turkey is a lot harder. So a driver is.
I wouldn't do it. I wouldn't do it. Okay, I'm not a European, but I wouldn't do it.
Yeah. So, and
that's about it.
That's about it. And of course, all the fans who came, everybody who was supporting us, everybody who ever watched our show.
Have you done something with your hair?
I actually have.
Okay, looks nice.
Yeah, it's all natural now.
Oh, well, I'm glad we had this talk.
Yeah.
Okay.
So look out for the episodes.
Yeah.
And see you at the next road trip.
See you in the funny papers.